Counting down, it's almost time to start. Oh no, the title screen went away.
Alright, so Flame Robot Master start with, Dagit going to Flashman, Squidman going to Quickman.
I like this song. I don't remember. I think this is from one of the Mega Man X games. I haven't played the X series at all, so I don't know. But this is one of my favorite songs that comes up in the randomizer. It's a good one.
I believe it's from X2. While our runners are starting out this new seed, so there are a few features that our runners aren't showing right now in this randomizer. One of those things is you can actually change your sprites, so you don't have to be just Mega Man. You can also be Roll, Proto Man, and Bass. So you can actually change the sprite. They're pretty much just skin swaps, but you know, they're fun to be. And that monkey went straight to space. He had to go. His planet needed.
I love the space monkeys. When they don't have a ceiling or a floor that they're supposed to run into to grab onto, they just fly away.
Alright, so it looks like Dagit will be the first one to face the Robot Master in the seed.
Yeah, so Dagit got his E-Tank.
Yeah, he didn't get that last seed because of, well, moles.
Yeah.
And it is Bubble Man.
Bubble Man is weak to the Buster. Oh, he doesn't even jump.
Yeah. And Crash Man is a dumb crash.
Oh, and it's walking Crash Man. He's just going for a walk. Can't be bothered to jump or fight or do anything.
That was a very, very dumb crash.
Those were both interesting fights.
And Squidman got item 2. And I guess Dagger got item 3. I missed the text. Squidman going straight to Bubble Man next.
Oh, with the item 2, yeah, you can do this right at the beginning. And he doesn't... This is always a gamble because you don't know what the bad guys are. Wow, he snuck under that bat and everything. But yeah, to take an item 2 right across that screen, that's nice.
You know, Dagit sticking to his guns and went to Quickman next as to branching off. Squidman waiting for that Thunderlord cloud to get out the way so he can do the Buster.
Yeah, that thing blocks your zip.
Oh, and Dagit gets the Prodigy special.
Oh, Dagit, no.
Shoutouts to Prodigy, the champion of this randomizer last year. The reason we call that the Prodigy special is because in his races he's died there, especially championship races. That Crash Bomb did not care for the shrimp there and said, I did a thing.
Yeah, shrimp are another one of those really scary things, like in that late part of bubble stage. You never know if a shrimp is just a shrimp or if it's actually a shrimp generator. You know, you shoot a shrimp and then it comes right back.
And Squidman doing my favorite strat when you got Crash and Woodman. Throw the bomb at the leaf shield, let the explosion do the work. And down goes Woodman.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, and Crashman actually did something with Dagit.
Weird. Huh.
That's just funny.
Yeah, I wonder what it was that Dagit did that caused Crashman to actually do something.
Clearly Squidman paid him to take the fall. At least that's my assumption. Go into the room and say, hey, Crashman, I need you to take the fall here. So,
must have been in between stages.
Alright. That's why we had that break, so then he could pay him off.
That's what that was. Okay.
Alright. So Daggett going through the blackened skies of Airman
Yeah.
stage here, which is rather tame.
Yeah, I was gonna say this first half, since he's seen 3 different bad guys, he's got pretty clear sailing here. Oh, the bird showed up though.
There's one bird, which could be annoying, but we're already in the safe section of
Yeah, he
the
already
stage,
made it.
so because the
Very
birds could have
late bird.
easily been, yeah, the bird easily could have been camouflaged by the clouds. So we'll see what the second half of the stage has in store for us. See how Squidman handles this lazy bubble. And, yep, there we go. So Squidman's doing a thing where the way Bubbleman's AI works is he does not act until he's on the same level as Mega Man. So by jumping just below Bubbleman and shooting him in the toe, Bubbleman won't move. So Squidman opting to go to Heatman stage next.
Oh, we've got fans in the beginning of Heat.
Fans and Joes. This is a bad choice as he's got both item 3 and item 2. So this, depending on this first section, this could be a rather quick stage for Squidman.
Yeah, he's just got to survive all these fans.
And
Ooh,
Airman is
Airman
is once again in Airman.
Yeah.
There we go.
Get him, Daggett. There we go. I hate it when you only need one more shot, but you can't quite
And
get
he gets
there.
item 1. So
All right.
Daggett is in what this game can have, what is considered a go mode, whatever that is. As you pretty much have all 3 items, and you can go wherever you want. We're not even doing that because we had our allotment last seed, so we're good.
Contract was met.
And Daggett's finding the crash
There
bombs,
we go.
just obliterating the chickens, as well they should, because all chickens should die. You should know from experience.
Oh yeah. No, I think that's smart that Daggett went fishing for a weapon to deal with the chickens, because if Buster doesn't do it in 1 or 2 shots, you should definitely go looking for something, because chickens can ruin your day.
Absolutely. And that crash doesn't cost too much, so...
Well, it
it's
doesn't
definitely a
cost
good
much,
weapon.
and it's killing everything. It's really strong.
Oh, and crash, and he misplaced his crash there. So we got a Flashman in Heatman's room. Looking rather vanilla-ish, his speed and jump. And down he goes.
Yeah, that was pretty much vanilla Crash. All right, Daggett gets the Goodwood a lot faster than he did in the first race.
Still haven't... I don't think we've seen what item 1 could do, but he used item 3 to do that.
Yeah.
Do this skip. Meanwhile, Squidman is gone to Airman stage now. He'll end up picking up his item 1 at the end of the stage. There we go. Daggett got the good wood
All
zip.
right, there we go.
So let's see what's behind Woodman's door here. It is Metalman. Looking rather camouflaged in the background there.
He is Buster Weak.
Yeah. It's a good thing his health bar was on this stage, not any others, because some other stages you just wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah, that's always fun when you can't see the health bar at all.
So Daggett going to Metalman stage next. Squidman turning his back to the crab so he doesn't get hit while riding item 2. That's actually a decent item
Ooh,
1. So
yeah, that item 1 actually looks very usable.
Yep, so
There we go.
Daggett getting the zip there. got lightning lords and tin cans in the second area of Metal Man stage here. Dagit pulling. Oh, and we got moles in the second area, so forget about that item too.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I have a love-hate relationship with moles. One, I hate to see them. Two, if they're one-shot buster, I like collecting their scraps because they usually give a lot.
That's a good point. If you need to farm anything, they're a good way to get it.
But you know, if they're buster immune, it's like, why are you here in my way? So Squidman also in Metal Man stage. He's actually up a boss right now. Dagit still has 3 more after this, and finding Quickman on Metal Man's belt.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty challenging Quickman because he's not Buster weak, and on that conveyor belt, it's tough to fight him here.
Yeah, I think that's the way you're gonna. You're just gonna have to take your licks and just spam the Metal Blade as he jumps. So Heat Man. So Dagit going to Heat Man next.
And now Dagit knows about the fat fans in Heat. So we'll see what happens in the rest of this.
Honestly, I got one resolution for this. Time stopper. Just ignore the fat fans.
It's a good point.
Dagit Paul's buffering his way over to get past this fat fan.
Yeah,
but
there
we don't
go.
have time stopper, so
yeah,
that
Dagit doesn't have it. Ooh, Metal Blade is a good choice in here.
So Squidman going to Crashman stage, and we got shrimp in the first section. So by default, there are going to be shrimp in the elevators. Thank goodness. Thanks, Dr. Light, for a usable item 1.
Yeah, you really need the zip here.
Alright, so Dagit doing the item 3 zip to ignore what I assume was going to be a combination of Shotman and Springers in that section. Alright. Squidman, what's the word I'm looking for? Being technically sound climbing up the crash stage here with combination of item 1 and item 3. It's gonna.
Oh, Dagit finds a soft weakness for Flashman with Metal Blade.
Yep. So down goes Flashman. He's actually, well, more for lack of better terms, he's pretty much down to Robot Masters at this point. So he's still got to go back for Bubble Man, and he's got this Crashman stage to get through. That has Heat Man that's susceptible to the Buster.
Okay, so Squidman just has wood left, and Dagit is on Crash, but he still has Bubble.
Yep. Alright, so Squidman now going to deal with the robot chickens in a French vanilla location. Right stage, wrong spot. Squidman just cruising through these robot master stages. I had to wager he's going to be out of here close to 16.
Yeah, Squidman looking super solid in this Woodman stage. Just getting this good wood here. There he goes.
Not to take anything away from Dagit, 15 with just Bubble Man stage left. He'd probably be on Whiteley stages still below 20.
And shout out to those space monkeys that we had there at the end of Crash Stage.
Alright, so Dagit taking on his Heatman. Squidman having, I guess, a little bit of trouble getting this good wood to go. Alright, so on to Metal Man we go. And Daggett starting his Bubble Man stage. And there we go at 16. We'll call it 45 when he hits stage select here into the Wily stages. So, we get to play the game again.
Oh boy, it's that time.
Since you went first, I'll go first this time. Let's have a Jetfire Orange Dragon. And he'll be weak to Bubble.
I think I'm gonna stick with my Phthalo Blue and Metal. We'll just go with the same thing. But if it's red, then I'll be upset, because that was the other thing I was thinking. Always go with your gut, right?
Exactly. Alright, so Daggett nearing the end of this Bubble Man stage, while Quickman climbs Elecman stage. I mean, Wily 1.
Right.
Daggett taking on his Woodman. He's gonna use the Buster to take on Woodman. Looks like he's gonna have a slightly longer fight than Squidman.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a tough one because he's not weak to the Buster.
Not weak to the Buster, and he's pretty much just jumping one side of the room to the other. I mean, the upside is with that jump, he's not bodying Daggett.
That's true. You're pretty safe from the body hit.
Alright, let's see what the color of this dragon is. Did I say Grimace Purple? I meant Grimace Purple.
I think that was last race, but I could be wrong.
Last race.
It's Buster again? What is this?
And this time we actually do have Kami-sen in chat. So shout out to him.
There we go.
Our chat having a bit of fun at Kami's expense. So let's do some wall hunting weaknesses. Crash. Nope. Metal. Nope. Not quick this time. Not bubble. Not leaf. Not air.
Oh, this is a lot of fishing.
Well, we also know it's not the Buster, as we tried that at the beginning, so by default, it's heat. Ooh, and that's a good heat.
Yeah, it's quick, insta charge heat, and it does a ton of damage, obviously.
Well, it just wipes out everything, especially these moles in their vanilla location. Downside is sometimes enemies like these tend to follow you all the way through the section in this randomizer.
Ooh, Dagit giving us a little bit of a scare there, getting hit by the fireball from the dragon, but luckily if you're on the top tile, you'll fall down onto the middle tile, which is okay. But still always makes me cringe
it's
a little
scary.
bit.
It's scary too because the dragon creates a ton of lag.
Yeah, the knockback is extreme.
Alright, so doing some weakness hunting for the Pico. It's not Buster or Quick. And one-shot
Ooh,
bubble.
One-shot bubble.
And it's 1 for 1, so you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah, that works pretty well.
Oh, I thought the energy was draining more than that, but I guess not. And Daggett once again doing that zip where he just ignores.
Yeah, it goes to the other side.
So when he gets into the blue beam fight, he's gonna have to do some hunting again. Squidman, I assume. Well, no, you know it's not heat. Oh,
This is a confusing wall.
I think it's bubble. No, it's not bubble.
No, it bounced up, so it's not bubble. We don't know what the walls are.
What
weak
is
to.
the wall
Is
weakness?
this broken?
I thought he actually went through all the weapons, and it was the heat.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Kame. Walls are weak to flash.
Oh man, if only. And it's a draining flash, so you have to wait for the whole timer. Slow draining flash. You have to wait for the whole timer, and it'll take all the barriers on the screen off. And Daggett, page 2, gambiting, and
Ooh,
he
it's
finds
One
Crash.
shot with Crash, but you have
That's
to wait for them to
awesome.
explode, so...
Well, as bad as that is, you can, if you want to, lead the Picos into the explosion.
Yeah, like
Save
that.
you some
Yeah, you
energy.
gotta hang out by the explosion.
But Daggett not taking that time. He's got to be careful
Uh-oh.
because
Always E-Tank.
Also, once again, shoutouts to Kami-sen as that Guts Tank went down to Buster, and Daggett finds the other weakness to Pico in Air Shooter.
Air, wow.
So that's all 3 of our weaknesses for Pico. Squidman, Wiley stage ahead right now. Yes, Tom. Pico actually has 3 weaknesses in the randomizer, so you can do a bit of shopping to see which one you like. And Squidman trying to get over the invisible floors here in Wily 4. Yeah, Dragon, Guts Tank has 2. Boo Beams have 1. The machine sucks. But Pico has 3 weaknesses. It's possible. Well, I think the other problem is we still don't know what the wall weakness is, because... Daggett missed with the... I thought he... There we go. reusing Daggett finding Bubble for that Guts tank and takes him down quickly. Looked like Daggett missed with his shots with the Buster.
Yeah, I think the Buster came out just a hair too early.
I think by default, Daggett just assumed the Buster wasn't the answer. So that's why he looked around a bit. Squid opting to just walk to the door because of these birds. Alright, so Squidman gonna have to do some wall hunting again. Squid's also hoping for an ultimate weakness with nope.
No.
It's not there, so wall hunting.
It's quick.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, it makes the noise.
Yeah, it did make the noise. I think that confused Squid too.
Yeah, quick boomerang when he shoots it. The noise is the tink 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 bulletproof noise. That's awful.
And boo beams are Buster weak.
Buster weak again.
Shout out to Scummy Senin.
Oof. That was close. Squid pushing it to the limit there.
So far, the only boss in the Wily stage is not to be Buster susceptible is Pico. But who knows? Maybe the machine won't. But Kami, you are here, so it does happen. Squidman opting to use the Buster at the beginning of his refights against Woodman. I don't know what his E-Tank count is. I think he has at least 2. So Daggett hunting for the wall weakness against Boo Beams as well. Hopefully he doesn't get confused by... Okay, so he did not get confused.
He got it.
Okay, so Squidman had 4. Daggett has 2 E-Tanks. Down go the Boo Beams for Daggett, so he'll be in his refights. Daggett made up a lot of time, I gotta say.
Yeah, Daggett did really well in making up some time here.
So Squidman's halfway through his Robot Masters now. He's got 3 more to go. That bubble was a joke.
Yeah, it definitely is a weird bubble man, this seed.
I mean, that flash stage, he couldn't get over the middle section.
Yeah.
Squidman opting, I think, wisely to just use his E-Tanks as opposed to picking up every single energy pellet after killing the Robot Master. You also save time that way, in a sense.
Yeah, you can overall, for sure. It's just that resource management. Do you want an E-Tank or 2 going into the machine?
Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what this machine is weak to. Not Buster!
Buster immune again. Wow.
I called it.
Oh, it's getting wrecked by heat.
Getting wrecked by hate, but you know what? I'm
Not on
glad
the
to have...
phase.
I'm just glad I cursed him.
Yeah. And quick makes quick work of the second phase.
You know what? This is in fact a Kami Senin seed because he would be so fortunate to get into a weapon search against that machine with the other Buster susceptible bosses. Alright, so we're gonna get to see the zip into the alien room. Yeah, for those who came in late and wondering what the color of the dragon was, he was in fact my first choice in the first seed of Grimace colors. Squidman having a little dance party in the ceiling here.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Come on, gotta wiggle your way through. You can do it. You can do it. Dagit also finding that supercharged heat for the first phase of Wily Machine. Second page Gambit, not Crash or Metal on the alien, not Buster. It's air again.
Air again, wow. That's so weird.
It's weird, but you know what? The way Air Shooter acts against the alien, it's pretty great.
Oh no, it's a great weapon. It's one of the best.
So, Squidman finishes with a time of 31:30, improving his race PB by 1 second.
Dagit zipping into the alien room.
So Dagit also doing the page 2 Gambit. So we do know it's actually air. And there we go. So Dagit finishes with a time of 33:21, also having a race PB improved. Oh, sorry. Yeah, also having a race PB improved by 46 seconds. I'm sorry. It was 32:35 as a race PB.
Yeah, so 2 race PBs there. That's pretty cool. I think we're joined by a squid.
Why, hello.
Hey,
Hello, hello.
Squid. Welcome, welcome. So what did you think of those seeds?
Oh, they were actually very friendly for the most part. The first one, of course, I got yet another stationary item 1, so it's I'm cursed. That's what I thought.
Oh, you know, you practiced for that.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, these seeds were pretty good. You'll notice that I started incorporating a lot more zip strats.
Yeah, we actually got decent items.
Yep.
So in both seeds, you actually went to Heatman early. Can you explain that?
So in the second seed, I had item 3 and item 2, and so I just thought, let's get heat out of the way. It's pretty easy to get heat out of the way when you got both those items, I think, unless there's something catastrophically wrong with the stage. In the first seed, I decided I had item 3, and I've been burned many times by having items in heat stage, so I decided, the Yokus aren't that bad, so the worst part of that stage is before the Yokus, and item 3 skips that, so I was like, well, I got item 3, why don't I just go to heat and get it over with?
Yeah, not to mention the actual first section of Heatman stage, which wasn't bad in the first seed, but the second seed was rather atrocious with those fat fans.
Yeah, they were not the worst placement for the fat fans, but you never want to see fat fans in, well, pretty much any stage, honestly.
Also joining us right now is Dagit. GG's to you.
Howdy.
Yeah, nice race PB there, Dagit. That's a pretty good chunk of time.
Turns out that wasn't just a race PB, that was a PB.
Oh,
Hey,
nice. PB
same
hype?
with me. I actually got
30
a real PB.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 30-second PB.
By 1 second.
By 1 second.
Yeah, I think if I hadn't have died stupidly in Flashman stage in the second seed, I think it would have also been a very close race.
Oh, what happened?
I walk off the ledges in the laser section and then turn around, and I just didn't I turned around too early, and then I didn't have enough time to fix it.
Oh, you mean Quickman stage, not Flashman. I was like, what
Oh
happened?
yeah.
What happened in Flash?
I missed
He got the Prodigy special.
Yeah, that's about a 30-second time loss too. So, yeah, that would have been really close.
Yeah, it would have been tight.
The first race was apparently very close.
I legitimately tried to go for the zip in Wily 4 in the second seed, but the birds kept knocking me off, and I just gave up after like 30 seconds of trying.
So actually, while we're on that, Squid, did you get confused by the quick boomerang like we did?
Yes, I did, because the quick boomerang had a tink sound.
It
Yeah.
made the tink noise.
I was like, oh, tink, it definitely is not the weapon, and I should have realized that the boomerang sprite didn't bounce off and fall. And so I'm like, where's the weakness? And then I was like, I must have missed it. Maybe it was Buster, and I tried that again. And then after that, I was like, oh, you know what? In Wily 3, I tried a bunch of weapons on the crash barriers there, and I was like, it dawned on me. I was like, you know what? I bet it's quick.
Well, at that point,
Yeah.
you had defaulted that it was heat because the other weapons weren't working, and then you saw that heat wasn't working.
Yeah, exactly. So I guessed correctly after the fact that it must have been quick boomerang. So luckily it didn't take me too long to go and find that weakness again, but I was like so confused.
I will say one of our other racers in this tournament would have greatly appreciated the seed, considering all the wily enemies that were susceptible to the Buster.
Yes, 2 Buster Weak Dragons were really great.
Buster Weak Dragon, you had a Buster Weak Guts tank, and the Boo Beams, I think, of both seeds were Buster Weak.
Yeah.
Yes, they were. You're right. Kame, never lucky.
I had a question for Dagit. Dagit, in Wily 2, you do a ladder zip to get over to the right side passage. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What's that all about?
A little bird told me that Squidman would be doing a lot of zips that he doesn't normally do, so I was like, what the hell? I'm just going to do this weird Wily 2 zip that I know about.
Nice.
I don't know if it actually saves any time, but the reason I know about it is because Kame, somehow we were on the subject of Buster only zips, and Kame was like, well, does anybody know any Buster only zips that I might not know about? And so I went into the Wily Castle one day and was like, where are weird places that I've never tried to zip before? And that was one of them. I don't
So
really
it's just to
think...
get your zip count up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because I don't know
well,
that it
that's
really
good.
saves any time. You fall more, but then you have to zigzag back and forth once. So the amount of time it must save must be, a second once you've considered menu time and setting up the zip. So it's more of a swag strat. The dumb thing on the first seed, so on the second seed I caught it, but on the first seed it when I fired the quick boomerang to set up the zip, it damaged the barriers, and it didn't click with me at the time that was the barrier weakness. And instead, so I have a piece of paper in front of me, and I didn't write down a barrier weakness because I'm just like, well, that was weird. I'll guess I'm falling. And then I got to Wily 4 and was like, I wonder what the weakness is. And it's like, so in the second seed, the same thing happened, and I'm like, no, I got it this time. That means it's the barrier weakness. And kind of a funny
That
thing.
explains a lot, because I don't think I saw you fire the quick shot when you were doing the ladder zip, and then you would come into the boo beam room and go straight to quick, and it would work.
Yep. And then I felt a little silly because I wrote down that in the first seed I wrote down Airman was Metal Man's weakness, and it was an ultimate weakness. And then I get to the refight and I just so in the zone, going Buster mostly on the bosses, that I forgot to use it.
Well,
I
I think in the
it-
refight, Airman wasn't being a bro too, so it was rather moot.
I think the only I found 2 weaknesses. I found Bubble worked on Heat, the first seed, And then the second seed, I found Crash worked on wood, and then I
Yeah.
also forgot to use Crash on wood in the refights. So I feel silly about that.
Yeah, I tried it on a whim. I usually go Buster only on Woodman because I often feel like it's a DPS race and I just want to like get my damage in. But
Kinda
I was
is.
like, man, he's not a good Woodman, so I'm gonna try this Crash Bomb thing, and it turned out to be the right thing.
I like to feel like I influenced you both on that.
Though I do wish I had remembered the Metal Man was weak to air in the first seed, because I think I might have been able to tie you or even beat you if I hadn't wasted time fighting Airman or Metal Man.
In the first seed, we finished the machine like really close together. We were telling each other where
Yeah.
we were. How was air like one of the last things you tried as well?
On the Alien?
Yeah, on the alien.
Probably.
Yeah, you guys both went page 2 first,
Ah.
and then fished around a little bit.
I knew I was racing Squid, so I went page 2 first.
It came back to bite you.
Never
Well, I
go
figured-
page 2.
I figured I wouldn't be losing any time relative to you, but I might be staying on time.
You gotta take the risks.
Yeah, I don't know. That was really fun. I'm out of the tournament now, but that's for the best in some ways. But I'll definitely be continue doing commentary on people's races because you guys are a great bunch and it's fun to watch your matches.
Yeah, I was gonna say more commentary from Daggett now.
Yes. Squid, on the other hand, gets to wait on the loser of the 6th round match, which could be my co-commentator Stuffing Things,
Ooh,
Casual
yeah.
Tom,
Yeah.
or Prodigy.
Everybody wants the
Yes.
Stuff Squid rematch.
Oh yeah, Squid. If I win tomorrow night, then that means I face Prodigy, which I will lose, and then I will play you.
So what Stuff is saying, he's going to throw the match just to face you.
Oh yes, I'm going to throw it.
Yes,
That's what I
yeah,
mean. Yes, yes.
Throwing that match. Yeah.
Yeah, I should throw that one.
What
to Prodigy.
What a gracious host you guys have. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great.
Casual Tom in chat said, hey, I don't want to race Prodigy either, so congrats to Stuff in advance.
No.
Nice.
Oh no, everybody's throwing.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna have to teach you how to do some zips then stuff.
t-
Some
Do
more
you do
zips.
what now? What?
Some more zips. You
What are
need
these
to know.
things?
You need to know good wood.
Yeah, it's the voodoo where you go into the wall.
Oh, the cheating. Oh.
Did all your good woods go all right there, Daggett?
I had a lot of trouble with the setup on the very first one. I just wasn't. I think I was jumping 4 times instead of 3 times.
Okay.
But other than that, all my zips went well.
Kame's like, I gotta throw a race to Creed here soon, but I heard Creed say that he might be doing all of his matches Buster only with you, Kame. So that might be a really fun thing to go and watch for everybody.
I even did.
Lemon.
I even did the motionless item 1 zip in Crash.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Oh, I did not get that. That's my crash stage took a while.
Did I beat you on the zip count?
Oh, you probably did.
I think I'm running out of things that I want to add.
That's okay. Don't think too hard.
That's a weakness of mine.
All right. Well, if that's it, I think we'll sign off.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for commentating, and thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting us.
Yeah, I second that.
So real quick, tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Our next scheduled match: Casual Tom versus Stuffing Things. Someone's got to throw the match.
Oh, jeez.
That's 10 p.m. Eastern.
The winner is really the loser because then we have to race Prodigy.
So
All right.
with that, join the Discord because Sundays, weekly races, we're all going to be there. We're gonna be out there and just have a blast.
All right,
All
thanks
right.
everybody. Have a good night.
Good night, guys. Good night, chat.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.